Hello, everyone. It's Michael here again with Msgr Paul DiGirolamo. Monsignor's the Judicial Vicar of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia here at the Pastoral Center. So, good morning, Monsignor. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
So what does a Judicial Vicar do?
The Judicial Vicar is the individual responsible for running the tribunal whose main purpose is to adjudicate or look at requests for declaration of nullity. So what that means is a marriage that the Church respects and understands to be valid, whether it's a marriage in a Catholic church or in a non-Catholic church of people who are free to marry, and those marriages end in divorce, and someone wants to remarry a second time involving the Catholic Church, the Church asks them to have their first marriage situation looked at to see if it was lacking something that was significant when they first married that might prevent them from giving valid consent or having a valid marriage.
All right, thank you. And so in Philadelphia, we have not only a tribunal, but a Metropolitan Tribunal.
So we have a Metropolitan Tribunal because the Archdiocese of Philadelphia is a metropolitan archdiocese. The province of Pennsylvania came off the Diocese of Philadelphia because Philadelphia took in a lot more territory once upon a time. And so the Metropolitan Tribunal exists not just for the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, but also to assist the tribunals of the other dioceses in the state of Pennsylvania to deal with cases or their tribunal cases or their request for a declaration of nullity that may get appealed, be it an affirmative or a negative decision.
Okay. So how much of the work that the tribunal does is sort of supporting the other tribunals of the state?
Oh, I would say the majority of our work is here for the people of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia.
Okay.
But we're available whenever the situation arises or requests it.
Sure. And so how many cases do you hear every year of people seeking annulments?
Well, that changes according to year, but right now we're in the process between 200 to 400 cases a year, depending on what comes in and what is adjudicated during the course of the year.
And so if someone out there has a marriage that ended in divorce and wants to seek the counsel of the tribunal, how does one go about initiating the process?
Okay, so first off, there are specific requirements to be able to file at the tribunal in the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. Jurisdiction is always a basic requirement, so you or the other party has to live within the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, or the marriage has to have taken place within the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. And so those are the 5 counties of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia. In the modern age, things were done differently once upon a time, but in the modern age, in a web search, if you look up the Archdiocese of Philadelphia and bring up the homepage of the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, in the top right-hand corner, there's a drop-down menu with 20 or 30 options. It says, how do I? And one of them is, how do I begin the process for declaration of nullity? So if you click on that, there is an explanation of the process, some issues that are presented there in questions, and there's also a link taking you to the form to begin the application process, also letting you know what documents are needed to begin the process. So if you have access to a computer, away you go. If you don't, for whatever reason, anybody could print those documents out to you, or if they call the tribunal, we can send it out to them.
All right. Thank you very much, Monsignor. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.